All right, boys and girls, gather around. We are getting ready to get underway here. And to fire everything off here, to kick off our grand opening of the Poseyville Preserve, I want to turn it over to David Raymaker, representing the Michigan Baseball Foundation.
Thank you, Kevin. This is absolutely amazing. I never thought we'd have this many people out here on a cold winter morning or winter evening, but this is fantastic. Great to see you all here. Well, we have finally made it. 10 years in the making. This project has carried us through 2 Eagle permit applications, hydraulic and muscle studies, a pandemic shutdown, negotiations with FEMA over allowable uses and structures, and constantly and continually escalating construction costs. And yet, here we are today. Today we celebrate generosity, perseverance, teamwork, community, dedication, and the power of strong partnerships. Our first speaker is our mayor, Maureen Donker. Maureen played a significant role in our initial meeting with FEMA and has been a strong advocate for the project. Please join me in welcoming Maureen.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a truly special day for the city of Midland. What you see here is much more than a beautiful Poseyville Preserve. It is a powerful example of what can happen when a community comes together with a shared vision and a shared heart. This site has a long history. Thanks to a $1 million FEMA grant in 2015, the city purchased this property and removed the concrete block facility that once occupied this space. What those funds could not do, though, was restore this area into something meaningful and welcoming for our community. And that's where the spirit of Midland stepped in. Through a remarkable partnership with the Michigan Baseball Foundation and the generosity of local foundations, businesses, corporations, private donors, and regional partners like Consumers Energy and the Tittabawassee River Natural Resources Damage Assessment Fund, over $13 million in capital funding was raised and invested right here. This project stands as a true gift to our community. This space was built by community for community. The Poseyville Preserve, with its Founders Crossing walkway, is now a welcoming entrance to our city. It creates a beautiful, accessible connection across the river, giving people of all abilities a safe and easy way to experience nature just steps from downtown. The loop pathway connects the Tridge, our riverfront, Riverside Place, and Main Street, creating a 1.2-mile experience that invites people to walk, pause, and simply enjoy Midland. What I love most about this project is that it reflects the very best of who we are. It shows that when challenges arise, we don't just recover, we reimagine. It shows that it truly takes a village to accomplish what no single organization can do on its own. On behalf of the City of Midland, I want to thank every partner, donor, volunteer, and believer who helped make the Poseyville Preserve, this beautiful walkway, a reality. The city is proud to steward and maintain this amazing space so it can be enjoyed for generations to come. Today we celebrate not just a ribbon cutting, but a promise to restore, to connect, and to create something meaningful, lasting together. Thank you, and welcome to the Poseyville Preserve.
Thank you, Maureen. Our next presenter is Sharon Mortensen, President and CEO of the Midland Area Community Foundation. From the very beginning, Sharon and the Community Foundation have been steadfast partners, advocates, collaborators, and generous donors who have helped propel this project forward. Please join me in welcoming Sharon.
All right. Well, when an amazing project like this is completed, it reminds me of 3 of the qualities we all love about this place we call home. One is a big, bold idea. The second is determination to get it done. And the third is a community of people coming together to make it happen. As evidenced by all of you showing up here today, we are hardy people with grit. We show up even in frigid conditions, and we keep pressing forward. So this bold idea was introduced, as you heard, nearly a decade ago as the community looked at transforming a former industrial site into an accessible space that strengthens Midland's vibrancy and quality of life. It was a bold, complex plan that required many partners working together. Thanks to all of you who embraced this idea. It did take incredible determination with many complications along the way, as you already heard, including permitting, funding, a global pandemic, and a devastating flood. It illustrated another great truth about Midlanders. We don't give up. Finally, this project was successful because a community of people came together to translate this idea into reality. As you can see from today's speakers and the many gathered here, it took all of us to bring this beautiful asset to our community. We know that a thriving community means caring for our people, providing for basic needs, and enriching a community with assets like this. It takes developing and nurturing our youth and building our livelihood with a place that encourages economic growth. The Midland Area Community Foundation is proud to be a small part of helping to bring this project to fruition. For our 45th anniversary, now mind you, that was back in 2018. So this took determination to get done. We committed the largest grant in our history, $1 million, to a pedestrian walkway, which we've now named Founders Crossing. And this gift represented hundreds of donors over the years who love Midland and who wanted to leave a legacy. And that's the beautiful thing about a community foundation. It's everyday people who care about their community, passionately care, and want to make a difference. And 3 of those donors in particular are noted on the plaque, are named on the plaque that you'll see here shortly, in recognition of their gifts that were given decades earlier. Those that we specifically called out were Mary Thomas, Stuart and Catherine Branson, and Ormond Barstow. Our community's vision statement that Midland will be an inclusive community, together, forward, bold, and exceptional place where everyone thrives, reflects what it took for all of us to be here today to celebrate. This is Midland's newest edition here, folks. We're excited about that. So congratulations to Midland for embracing this bold idea, for having the determination to move this idea forward, and for coming together to build an exceptional community. Congratulations to all of us.
Thank you, Sharon. Next up is John Riley of the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, representing the Natural Resource Trustees for the Tittabawassee River. Their grant will provide the vegetation for the preserve. Please welcome John Riley.
Thank you for the introduction. Good afternoon and happy holidays, everyone. Hey, in 2020, there was a natural resource damage settlement with Dow Chemical. And as a result, several very cool projects have been and are being implemented throughout this area, including a $1 million contribution to the new Poseyville Preserve. NRD funds are being used for native plants, shrubs, and trees on the property. NRD funds are also being used to create flood storage and wetland areas here. The Natural Resource Trustees are very proud to play a small part in this project. I'd like to congratulate the City of Midland for its creative vision, seeing a previously run-down industrial area as a valuable community asset. I represent the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy with the Tittabawassee River Natural Resource Trustee Group. Other natural resource trustees include U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, Michigan Department of Attorney General, and the Saginaw Chippewa Indian Tribe of Michigan. I also just want to mention a couple of the other really cool projects that are now open to the public as a result of this same settlement. You might be aware of some of them: the Sligo Nature Preserve, Redtail Nature Preserve, the Eagle Ridge Natural Area, Tittabawassee River Floodplain and Bike Trail, that's between Bailey Bridge and Hayes Park. All of those are in the greater Midland area. Also, Mariners Preserve is in Bay City near the mouth of the Saginaw River, and Saginaw Headwaters Recreation Area is in Saginaw. Finally, settlement funds have recently gone for the construction of a 2-acre fish spawning reef in Saginaw Bay, right near the mouth of the Saginaw River. So great projects. Please go outside, find these natural areas, go enjoy them. It's fun to walk around, to watch birds and wildlife, and just play outdoors. Plus, it's good for you. Thank you, and happy holidays.
Thank you, John. The naming and dedication today of the Alan W. Ott Family Pavilion was an easy decision. Although I noted that this project took 10 years, the idea of repurposing this floodplain property actually began back in the 1990s in Alan's office, Chemical Bank, during a conversation with Dale Dean of 4D. Fast forward more than 20 years, and Alan remained deeply engaged and instrumental in bringing the Poseyville Preserve to life. The donor bench includes a section dedicated to Alan. It reads, "The community of Midland is pleased to honor the extensive contribution of Alan W. Ott and his family by naming the pavilion at the Poseyville Preserve the Alan W. Ott Family Pavilion. For more than 60 years, first as president and CEO of Chemical Bank and Trust, and then as treasurer of the Gerstacker Foundation, Alan was instrumental in improving the quality of life for the citizens of Midland. He was a leader, a visionary, a facilitator, and a community resource who, in the spirit of working together, simply got the job done. One such vision was this wetlands preserve, converting a blighted factory site on Midland's riverfront into a gathering place for all to enjoy its natural beauty. His dedication and love for the community of Midland are forever memorialized with the completion of the Poseyville Preserve. I'd like to recognize and acknowledge Alan's family who are here with us today. With their support and love, his many accomplishments would not have been possible. Joining us are Alan's wife, Jean, their children, Amy and Jeff, and Jeff's wife, Mary Ann. Would you please stand and be recognized or wave your hand? I would now like to turn the podium over to someone who needs little, if any, introduction, Bill Schutte. His unwavering dedication and commitment, along with the support of the Gerstacker Foundation, has been essential to making today possible. Please join me in welcoming Bill.
Thank you, David. I've never seen a banker look better in an elf's hat than David Raymaker. Did a beautiful job. And David, thank you for all your work. David's fundraising efforts to make sure that we had the funds available to complete the Alan W. Ott Family Pavilion and Founders Crossing would not have occurred without you. Big round of applause for David, please. Well, my wife Cynthia and I are delighted to be here at this celebration, and what a big difference this has made over the course of time, seeing this beautiful gleaming bridge. Kevin LeDuc, you're a merry, wonderful elf. Thank you, Kevin, for your welcoming here today. A lot of thank yous to go around. Mayor Donker and the City Council, Brad Kay, thank you very much for helping make this happen. Sharon Mortensen, your work at the Midland Area Community Foundation on this project and throughout the town has been stellar. Pam Blau and all the contractors and manufacturers and design of the effort here was truly remarkable. Fisher Contracting, J.W. Yvonne, thank you and your family for what you've done. And Ellen England, she was the project leader on this. She is really top-notch. So thank you very much. John Riley from Eagle, thank you. Let's give it up for the Fisher family. Thank you. All right, dear. All right, good, good. Jean and Alan, Amy, and Jeff, and Mary Ann, thank you for being here. It was a fitting tribute to the Mr. Midland, Alan W. Ott, a great friend, and rarely does a week go by that I don't think and fondness of Alan W. Ott. And then AM/PM Communications, Patty LaChance, great job communicating and promoting this event. Thank you. Let's talk about the donors. Every single donor, every donor was generous, every donor was gracious, and we had so many wonderful people invest in this project. I thank you all, and you all were significant. I do want to acknowledge the Roland M. Gerstacker Foundation. I know that Bill Lauterbach and Bill Stavropoulos, Tom Ludington, Ruth Ann Wright are here today. She's the girl from Beale City, and glad you're here. The Heritage and Grace A. Dow Foundation, thank you. I know Janae Velasquez is here, and also Steve Karras. The Strosacker Foundation, Kim and Bobby, Lydia is here, Watson, John Bartos, Rod Coleman, and probably a whole mess of other trustees I've forgotten, but I love them all, okay? But the Strosacker Foundation was terrific. Thank you. And Dow Company, Dow Chemical, your investment in this project, thank you. And also Jim and Alex, thank you for your individual investment. I appreciate it. And the Michigan Baseball Foundation, Bill Stavropoulos and his team, they hit a grand slam promoting and helping this project. So, as Santa would say, holy peppermint stick. I think that's what our guy does. Now, this is a huge celebration, and I know that my mom, Esther Schutte Gerstacker, and her husband, Carl Gerstacker, my stepfather, would love to have been here to see this marvelous addition to Midland. And because years ago, 40 years ago, my mom and Carl took the initiative and leadership in building the Cousin Bridge down the road, downstream at the Tridge. And they'd love to see this new bridge in town. So I know they'd love it. And Founders Crossing and the Alan W. Ott Pavilion will transform this entire East End, a brand new connection point for the Chippewa Nature Center, to Tridge, downtown, and Chippewassee Park. Now, in closing, I want to say everybody here has a job. Our job is to be difference makers. Each and every one of us must be difference makers for Midland's future. My mom and Carl used to pull me aside from time to time and say, Bill, you need to make sure that Midland is the best town in America. And that is our job, to make sure that Midland is the best town in America. Now, if you're from Saginaw or Bay City or Mount Pleasant or Beale City, you need to make sure your hometown is the very best. And that is my job, it is your job, it is our job. That's what we must do as we go forward. So let's make sure we do our job. Let's make sure that we're difference makers and make Midland and our hometown, your hometown, the best towns in America. Thank you. So David Raymaker and I are going to unveil the plaque, which is kind of a neat thing, and so bear with us here for a second. You'll have to take a look at this baby. It's pretty nice. All right. Who's next? David?
Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Yes, all. Okay, our final speaker. Everybody cheer, yes? Okay. Is Tony Thomas, President and CEO of the Midland Business Alliance, who will facilitate the actual ribbon candy cutting. While he's making his way to the podium, let me close by citing the preamble on the donor bench. The Poseyville Preserve, home to Founders Crossing and the Alan W. Ott Family Pavilion, was built through a partnership between the Michigan Baseball Foundation and the City of Midland, and the generosity of many. Thank you to the donors, contractors, designers, and advisors who gave their time, talent, and treasure to this community project. Tony?
All right. Thank you, David. It's my great pleasure to congratulate everyone on this momentous occasion. As we look around this wonderful turnout today, so many people have made this possible. It's congratulations. I think as was noted, You know, in Midland, some might see impossible things. We find how they can be possible, and I think this is a wonderful example of that. So I want to be thankful to, we've got some special elves who are making this a wonderful occasion. Our ambassadors over here, you might note their distinctive headwear. The Midland Area Youth Action Council is out here helping, and so thank you for joining us. And so with that, you know, we always like to do ribbon cuttings and celebrate great things happening in the community. And so we're going to invite a couple special friends up here to make this official. We're going to take a picture here. We want to get all of our friends in the picture and everybody in behind there and kids before we cross over. And when you do cross over, for the kids, our elves are going to help with some special treats. So with that, Santa, Mrs. Claus, would you please come up and we'll bring you the big scissors.
Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.